All right, thanks, Elizabeth. Hey, one fake hero learns the hard way. If you're going to impersonate a U.S. Army Ranger, better make sure there's not a soldier nearby.
You're in 2nd Bat Rangers?
Yep.
There it is. Where's your combat patch at?
I gave it to a little kid again.
All right, why's your flag so low on your shoulder? It should be up here.
Got me on that one, bud.
Why don't you just admit you're a phony? You know it's illegal, right? What you're doing right now?
Let me tell you something. If I was a phony,
Yeah?
then I wouldn't be wearing this uniform.
You wouldn't?
No.
Because you are a phony. I just called you out on about 10 different things. This is illegal. What you're doing right now is illegal. Because you know what? I've worn that uniform, and I've had friends get killed in Afghanistan wearing that uniform. Stolen valor. Right here. Stolen valor!
Wow, Sergeant Ryan Berk, the U.S. Army veteran that confronted that phony hero, is with us right now. Ryan, thanks so much for your service.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Set the scene for us. Looks like you're in a mall. You spot something, and what did you do?
I spotted this guy in an Army combat uniform. He went into a store. I went in for a closer look because I like talking to fellow service members, see what unit they were in. And as I got closer, I noticed a couple things were off with his uniform. His flag was low, his bootlaces were untucked, the badges on his chest were kind of off-centered. So I took a step back and I just watched him talk to a little boy and kind of tell him his stories about, you know, being in the military and this and that. And as he came out of the store, that's kind of when I initially confronted him about his uniform not being properly worn.
And we're hearing it. You have your iPhone? Did you have your iPhone
Yes,
on the other time? So you have your iPhone, you're taping him.
Right.
And then when did you realize, hey, you know, I'm going in on this, I'm going to follow through? If he had the right answers, you would have backed off, right?
Correct. I mean, initially, he did have a lot of correct answers, well, could have been correct answers, but when he first approached me, I noticed his combat infantryman's badge. He had 2 stars above it, which would indicate that he served in 3 different wars, which is almost physically impossible for his age and anybody currently serving in the military.
Why does it bother you so much?
Well, I served in Afghanistan, and I've had several friends get seriously wounded, and a couple were killed in action who wore that same uniform, who put all that on the line and sacrificed that. And to see somebody try and claim that type of sacrifice or dedication that my friends did just really irked me.
What about with your family? Don't you have a
Correct. My grandfather served in World War II. He was also in the Army. And just that legacy of wearing that uniform, you know, so many guys put their lives on the line and have lost their lives wearing that same uniform, and somebody to pose as, you know, an actual soldier when they haven't sacrificed as much as those guys have, it's just wrong.
You're receiving praise when you don't deserve it. You also actually get discounts.
Right.
So that bothers you on top of that, what they're getting. Whatever happened, what has been the online response since this has been posted out there?
Generally, in the military community especially, it's been positive from my end. I'd say for the most part, everybody supported what I did, and they agreed with it. There's been a couple negative responses, but overall, I think everybody was on board with me and thought I made the right choice by confronting this guy.
And what happened to him now?
As of right now, I mean, the video online has millions of views. The law enforcement officials are actually in the process of contacting him to investigate further if this guy should be prosecuted or not.
It is a crime. This has been posted on Facebook from Randy Ruck. He says, I worked with him, always called him out, and he always stuck to his story. Thankfully, there's someone with more military knowledge than me that could pinpoint the lies. I could not. Thank you. This made my day.
Yeah, it means a lot. I mean, like I said, there's more than just this guy walking around, you know, posing as a service member, claiming that they've sacrificed as much as some of my friends have. And, you know, I think when it's seen, it needs to be called out, and these guys need to be prosecuted. All
right. So, Ryan, you dropped out of Penn State to go serve. Now you're back at Temple, ready to graduate. What do you want to do next?
Hopefully law enforcement is my main goal here. So.
At 26, what a life you've already had. Thanks so much for your service, and thanks for doing what you did. And everybody else, serve notice. Don't steal the valor.
Thanks a lot.
This is only for the select few. Thank
Appreciate
you very
having
much.
me. Thank you.
All right, and who's on your wrist?
This is Private First Class Anthony Nunn. He was killed in May of 2011 in Eastern Paktika, and Sergeant Jeremy Summers, who was also killed in July of 2011 in Eastern Paktika, Afghanistan.
Wow, and you, for one, are making sure their memory stays alive.
Appreciate that.
Thanks so much, Sergeant.
Thank you.